Just beginning my recording here for the US session. Looking at NASDAQ. I just sat down. I was warming up some food. And let's have a look at... I haven't really marked up the chart yet. Well, it closed down here, basically on its low this morning. Morning for me, but nighttime for afternoon for the Americans. I was short the NASDAQ last night, only for a little bit though. I was short the DAX today and made some money, but I was very nervous during that session because I'd had a difficult day before that I made a 1% loss and just really frustrated with the DAX. Multiple entries and then finally lost 1%. And then I actually did make it back later in the US session, and as soon as I made 1% in the US session, I got back to break even for the day. I just went to bed. Just couldn't take it anymore. Some days in trading, they just go so frustrating that you just can't wait for the day to be over, I think. I'm just eating a little bit of chicken and potato. With basil pesto. There was FOMC today. Funds rate. Actually, no, it's oh shit, it's coming at 4 a.m. my time. Okay. It's not yet been announced. Looks like yeah. I thought they usually announce it before the trading session opens. I could be wrong. It's quite crazy how the DAX ended up rallying. I was short over here, made some money, about $500. Very difficult to have big pullbacks. And then I actually took profit down here. Just see where I closed my last bit of my entry. That's 67.5. Oh my god, I closed it basically at the low, 67.5. What I did notice, I was saying in my video that if it fails to break out on the open, it may make some kind of measured move down, maybe of this bar, and this is really crazy. It's a measured move of that bar, almost precisely, and then a reversal. Perfect measured move down, and then it reversed, and crazy enough, it made a measured move up of this range, up to there, this high, made a measured move up, big measured move. Isn't that crazy? These measured moves I think are super important in trading. It's just sometimes I think I lack skill in trading them, but the more I observe them, I think maybe in the future I'll have confidence in holding positions until those measured moves are made. nothing in the markets is an accident, I think. Like, it may look chaotic and accidental, but that's not an accident that this market reversed up here. After this measured move was hit, and it's not an accident that it reversed down here. After the measured move down was made of the failed breakout bar. This breakout failed to get any follow through, and the market made a measured move down. And the bears did not stop selling despite these rallies up. They didn't take their foot off the gas until they made a measured move down. And you might think, oh, there's other lows here, there's this low, probably a buyer stepped in, but no, this is the important bit, the measured move. It's a 1-to-1 risk reward based on the selling below a failed breakout. That's what I think anyway. Now the DAX is falling again, and I happen to think that the target is this line here, which is a gap fill on the weekly bar to last week's close. I think the DAX will get there. It doesn't matter if it's today, tomorrow, in this next hour, but it will get there. It looks like it's a trading range here, and all gaps are getting filled. All the gaps are getting filled. It's a trading range on the weekly bar. Pretty sure the market wants to go down there to fill that gap. It's been trying to go higher, but just getting slammed down. Big short squeezes. But I'm pretty sure it'll go down there. Knowing the DAX, it'll probably do it some bullshit time that I'm not watching it. But anyway, I'm looking at the Nasdaq now, so whatever. A pretty sharp sell-off here. It's always quite volatile in the open. Took a trade in gold earlier today. I made about 1%. So that's my profit for the day. About 750 bucks. Turns out I made about 450 in the DAX in the end. Yeah, it's always tough for me, the DAX. I don't know why. having a croissant as well. Quite nice. Never really I was never really very interested in croissant. And the fact that it's French, the fact that it's invented by the French, just kind of put me off. It's like, yeah, okay, man, whatever. The French. Actually, it's really nice. Maybe the French are good for something. Mm. That is a damn nice croissant. Mm. That is delicioso. I think that's how you say delicious in Spanish. I don't think I've ever eaten any Spanish food. Oh, maybe like taco. Yeah, I don't really know that taco is just not that interesting. They have a shop now in Australia that they brought over from America called Taco Bell. I just have no fucking interest in going there and eating takeaway in general. I don't have much interest in it. I feel like majority of food in our societies these days are just laced with chemicals and shit and preservatives and processed and just crap. So I just don't trust anything anymore with regards to food. Or other products like shampoos and all that. I bought a shampoo that's it's got no detergents. It's made from natural ingredients. Has some aloe vera in it. Yeah, I just think our society, the way things work in society, where everything is just fucking packed with chemicals and shit. I just think it makes us sick. I'll also go up to the mountain here, a local mountain. It takes a while to get there. It's like an hour's drive. But there's a freshwater spring. We'll just go up there and fill up water bottles to drink. So I don't have to drink tap water, which is actually, I think, supposed to be quite clean here in Australia. It is pretty good, but once you've drunk actual fresh spring water, you notice the difference. You can smell the fluoride or whatever they put in the tap water. It's not very nice. We've almost run out of mountain water, so I'm going to have to go up there the next few days. It's going to be fun. It's a really nice drive up the mountain. Although, there can be cyclists, so sometimes I drive a bit fast. And I'm afraid of hitting a cyclist. They're pretty annoying, those cyclists. And there's also this native bird species here in Australia. It's called the lyrebird. It's a really nice bird. And they sometimes come out onto the road. I actually hit one once accidentally with my car. And what had happened was that I was driving and I saw a couple of them on the side of the road. And they were standing still. And then I went to pass. And one of them just fucking jumped out in front of my car. I could not avoid it. Hit the brakes, hit the bird. And unfortunately it was not in a good state. So I was thinking about what to do. And I decided to drop a rock on its head and just euthanize it. It was sort of still alive, but not conscious. I felt really horrible about that. It was awful. It was a really horrible day. I remember being really upset about it for like days and weeks. Yeah, it was pretty sad because it's a really, really rare and really beautiful bird. Look at it. Just a beautiful bird. Look at the tail feathers. At the time, I actually didn't know that you can just call up wildlife rescue for advice. But I did later find out that you can do that. And another time I was driving at this place in Victoria here called Arthur's Seat. This place is just stunning. And I saw the car in front of me hit a bird. And what I did was I pulled over and got it and put it in a towel and called up these wildlife rescue people. And they told me I can just take it to a vet and they'll take it. They'll just, doesn't cost you anything. The government, I think, pays for any sort of treatment that they get. So I did that. A powerful rally here failing to break out. So big down, big up. I think it means confusion, big confusion. Trading range open, just like the DAX. So 140 point range, which is not much. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-minute bars on the chart. 3 bear bars, 1 bull bar. 1 big bull bar. And it's interesting, this bar here. You would think if you see that bar, you're like, I'm buying that bar. But everybody sold it. Everybody in the world agreed that they need to sell that bar. But a crucial thing happened. The market went above the prior bar high and above the high of the day, trapping bulls and then selling hard. So I think there's some bulls now that are trapped, which makes me think about trading against them. It's also going to be interesting to see if the market were to trade up there to the final bull close on the 5-minute. If it then sells off from there, if bulls get our break even. So there. That could be an important level. Just have a quick look at the line chart. Yeah, so right there could be an important level. Yesterday was bearish and it closed right on its low. Right on its low. Like, basically on its low. And today's a gap up. The gap is about 100 points, I think. Just over 100 points, 120 points. This gap may not get filled. For now. Maybe it needs to rally a little bit. And come back later in the day and fill the gap. There could be a high one long up here. Actually, no, that there's no breakout. Not sure what to call this situation. I guess this could be considered a breakout. And that was a high one long right there on the 2-minute chart. I think that's a long signal. But it's coming above a small bear bar. So maybe the probability isn't so high. Consecutive bear bars now. back in. It's now in the lower third of the trading range. That could be a buy zone. If people are betting, if traders start betting that it's a trading range, it's going to go back up here eventually. They could start buying down here somewhere. Well, let's see. See what this trader's doing. He's trading in place of Tom Hugart, and I don't think that he's very skilled. He was having a difficult day today. When nothing he did worked, he just kept making losses. I think my reading of this situation may have been wrong. I probably should have sold that bar, knowing that bulls are trapped up there. But for a second there, I thought maybe I'll get a buy signal here. Yeah, I think maybe my reading of that was wrong. I thought about selling it. Been a pretty solid little scalp. Second leg down now for the Bears. I suppose if you're selling below the low of the day, you may want a measured move down of that range, so maybe down here is the target. Something like that. Maybe yeah, like that. Sixth bar on the chart now. About 30 minutes of trading just finished. A huge bear bar. I guess it's possible that this is some kind of give up bar from bulls who were disappointed by this follow through. If they bought the close of this bar, they saw this. Eventually they realized it's not going up and they gave up. Second leg down. Can the Bears get more? So, this guy Andy just got short below there because that's Tom Hugart's trading. strategy. And his stop is above the high of the day. And he's currently trapped, losing about 40 points. Is this the beginning of a massive sell-off, or is it a bear trap? Let's see. Another big sell-off like this one yesterday. It could be. I'm not prepared to bet on that just yet. I think the Dow is going higher. Yep, the Dow's pushing. Comes yesterday's close. I need a bathroom break. Okay. Gonna buy the Nasdaq here. I was seeing two bull bars closing near their highs. Consecutive bars. Not going according to plan at the moment. And buy again here. Just need to watch my risk here because I'm exposed. Not great right now. I thought I was about to get a quick reversal up. Oh, that fucking sucks. Come on. Bear close there on the 5-minute chart, not good for me. God. That turned into a disaster pretty quickly for me. Had a chance there to get out break even. Just want to give this a little bit more time. How to manage this now. I'm risking about $70 now of my capital, plus over 400 in open profit, like 500. Maybe I'm getting too greedy here. Could well be. Just gonna secure some profit here. I get about 650 in profit. I think I'll just take profit here. So it ended up being about 575, which sort of felt like adding again after this bar, but I was already so exposed. I'm gonna have to look over the video again and see what my total risk was, because I'm actually not sure right now. Not sure if that was a good risk reward trade. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think maybe I was a bit too hasty with the first add-on. But I thought maybe a quick rally up to the high of the day after this gap fill, essentially. If it's like a couple of points here and there, it's essentially filled the gap. Probably should have held. Fuck. Where did I close? I closed at 125 precisely, so about there is where I closed. I think it's okay. It's like I got a scalp out of it, and the trade made me 2%. sort of thought I got what I wanted out of it, which was essentially a measured move of that bar. Yeah. So I got a measured move on that, and a measured move, not quite a measured move, actually, yeah, a measured move on the second trade as well. So maybe my reward was actually pretty good based on my risk, sort of like a 1-to-1, a little bit more than a 1-to-1. Yeah, maybe it was actually okay. I was really confident after seeing this bar and then that bar. I was like, yep, an attempt at trend resumption that fails, I'll add there. But then that happened. I was expecting another big bull bar. So if I was trailing my stop to below the prior bar low, I would have just been stopped out anyway at 125. So turns out that I probably wouldn't have made much more profit based on my idea for trailing the stop below prior bar low. Two legs down for the bears. Maybe they're taking it down so they can take it back up before FOMC. Yeah, a little gap fill there. Hmm. I think that the market condition now, if you look at this market, it's now back in the opening range. So it's a trading range. But I think that hard to say when you got a trading range, but I'm trying to work out if the market condition now is always in long, because you have consecutive bull bars on the chart, on the 5-minute chart, 10-minute chart, consecutive bull bars. And it's kind of racing up now. Yeah, look at this now. Be interesting what happens at this line, if it's important at all, because it is the point at which bulls got trapped. Imagine once it gets up here, it'll sell off a little bit when bulls who were trapped after the market made a new low decide that they're lucky to get out break even. Or it could just fly through that level without even stopping. Damn. Should have held. Would have made another 70 points. That was interesting. So it just pierced that line a little bit and then came back down. But I think this market is now in an always in long condition. Look at that. Huge bull bar. Just racing up to the final bull close. The highest bull close of the day. Well, I imagine the Dow is selling off because they just always do the opposite. No, it's going up. Okay. Damn, man. Why didn't I stay in the trade? Fuck. Damn. I was long $10 a point, so I'd one long down here, and I would have been making about 700 on that, and I had one long there, would have been making about 650 on that. Instead I only made like just under 600. Could have made double. No, I think technically I would have been stopped out there if I just kept trailing my stop. Not sure what to do now, because it's right at the high of the day. And it's taking on the appearance of an expanding triangle. So a low, a new high, a new low, and now a new high again. So it's confusing to me. It is confusing to me. So see, the first hour of trading is about to finish. That's amazing. So on the 30-minute chart, there's a huge bear bar and a huge bull bar. Yeah, if that's not confusing, then I don't know what is. I don't know what is confusing. If that isn't confusing. I suppose if this bull bar manages to close above the high of the day, the previous high of the day, then it's an always in long condition. But look at this. Right at that line. Some selling. Could it be the case that bulls are getting out break even? The ones who bought this bar. That the bulls are going away now. And this market reverses again. And makes a new low and makes an expanding triangle. It already is an expanding triangle. But does it continue that behavior? So, oh, that's equal. So that high is just, this market's just traded a tick above the prior high. Probably stopping out shorts. we've got this. That's an expanding triangle technically. I think if market eventually breaks out of these triangles and picks a direction, but when I spot this on the chart, I always think confusion and low probability, because it's really not out of the question for this market to sell off again and make a new low. It seems unlikely now because it's trading right at the high of the day and this rally so strong, but I've seen it happen like to an extreme amount. I saw one S&P session where there was like 7 reversals in the first hour or something. There was 1, 2, 3, 4 now. I have seen that happen, so I'm not thinking that it's out of the question that this market sells off again. Because up to now, everything that seemed bearish got bought, and everything that seemed bullish got sold, and then everything that seemed bearish got bought. So now it looks really bullish. Is that going to get bought, or is it going to get sold just like it's been doing? It's possible that it just gets sold into. And the market keeps behaving as it has been behaving up to this point. Just going to take a small bathroom break here. How interesting. How interesting that this level actually turns out to be somewhat important. The final bull close up here. And I bet that there are some bulls that bought that and saw a new low and figured this is not a strong bull trend day because a strong bull trend day doesn't make new lows. So if they bought that and they were holding, they might be getting out break even right now. And maybe the bulls disappear for a while and the market sells off again. Yeah, that could well happen, yeah. Look at this, really strong selling now, really strong. Really good selling. Just going to get rid of these lines because I don't need them these days to perceive what's going on with expanding triangles. I can see it without drawing the lines. don't feel confident shorting at prior bull close. Expecting this to happen, I usually want to see some kind of price action. I don't want to short into a bull spike when it looks like this. I want to see some kind of price action telling me that it's going to go down. Consecutive bear closes now, both on the 2-minute chart and on the 5-minute chart. Really strong selling now. Wonder if the volume has increased. Yep, it ticked up here, the volume, just incrementally. I mean, I feel like you don't need the volume chart to tell you that this is big volume selling, because you can see it here. I don't think you need these volume. I'm sure it's useful for some people. They have their own strategies based on volume, and there's other people that use other indicators and whatnot. I usually just try to read the price action to the best of my ability. And try to make sense of it in a way that, look at that, 50% retracement. Buyers stepping in. I try to make sense of it in the way that had I been in a position and I was trapped, how would I feel? Or, like for example, down here, you see this bar where I took a reversal. I thought I would try to get a long scalp. If I saw this bar, I'd be like, yep, sell it. And then when I see that reaction to this bar here, I'm thinking there's a lot of bears trapped there now, below the low of the day. And I saw this bar here going below, then this one trading below it and then closing above it. And I'm like, yep, whoever got short there is now not so happy. So I try to get long, hoping that they give up. Oh, this is really strong selling now. How unlikely did it seem that that's going to happen after seeing this? Quick rally, acceleration up. And yet it is happening. Anything's possible in the markets. Hmm. Hmm. One of the things I find really difficult in trading is doing this kind of analysis that I do when I'm not in a trade, but doing it whilst I'm in a trade, because I'm already like emotionally invested in a trade. I feel like it hinders my ability to see what's more likely than not. Like for example, if I had not taken profit, what has happened to me in the past is I've I've been long down here and I've not taken profit. I've just been watching it rally, hoping that it just keeps rocketing up. And then something like this happens and I just can't close the trade for a small profit. Say I had 1,400 in profit up here, open profit, and then this is happening to me and it's now like 300 profit. I just can't close it. I'll just let it hit my stop at break even. I can't sort of rationally say, yeah, this looks like it's going to go lower now. I find that really difficult when I'm in a trade. Just going to get rid of this now. Yeah, this is just... I'm wondering if this is all the market's going to do now until the FOMC. It's just going to be range bound like this. Low probability day. It's not trending anywhere. It's just stopping people out. So this is really interesting when you look at it after the fact. If you got short anywhere here, you put your stop above the high of the day, you got stopped out. If you got long on this bull close and put your stop below the low of the day, you got stopped out. If you got short anywhere here, you put your stop above the new high of the day. There, you got stopped out just now. And maybe if you got long anywhere here, you put your stop below the low of the day. It looks like you're going to get stopped out. It's just volatility to generate liquidity. When I see this, I get really, really careful about what I'm doing. Because I can see what the institutions are doing, what their computers are doing. They're just generating liquidity, confusing traders. Who would have thought that this is going to happen now after seeing such a strong rally? Yeah, whenever I see an expanding triangle, by definition, it activates a pathway in my brain that says you're being taken for a fool. You're being sucked in to bad lungs and to bad shorts. You need to start being really, really careful about what you're doing because they're trying to generate liquidity from you. You're the sucker in this situation. So you need to either trade really small or stop trading until this behavior stops. One of the most horrible days that I saw of this, I have it on video, was in the DAX. Can't remember which day it was, but it was hideous. It was a really shit day. But somehow I got out of it break even. Or, yeah, I think it was break even. Oh yeah, maybe it was this day. Oh yeah. This is fucking horrible. So, the pre-market started here at 1600 my time. Just look at this. If anyone happens to be watching this video, 1600 bull bar, new high, market goes down, it goes up, makes a new high. Right there. And then goes down. So it had a low there. It went down and broke that low, made a new low. And then it went back up and made a new high. And then it went back down. It made a new low. And then when it back up, made a new high. And then it went back down, made a new low. And then went back up and made a new high and finally broke out of the expanding triangle. But there was 8 reversals in an hour and a half. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How did I count it? Maybe it wasn't this day, but yeah. There was a lot of reversals, basically. Yeah, this is a horrible time to trade because it's a low probability day, in my view. But then later on that happened, so I'd already given up by that point. Like, nah, fuck this market. Yeah, I guess sometimes it just waits you out and shakes you out, and yeah, this is terrible. Terrible NASDAQ. Absolutely shocking. Looks like a low probability day. Let's see what the Dow's doing now. Coming back down. So, really strong open in the Dow there. Really good. Really good buying here. Look at this. Really nice. Bull bar, bull bar, bull bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 consecutive bull bars. Then a double top. And now possibly a bear flag, which could fail and it could go back up. Let's see here. From that high to that low was a measured move just now. Bear's taking profit at the measured move. And it's going back up now. If it starts going down here again, it's a pretty good chance it's going to go lower. Maybe sell off entirely. I don't know. Seems unlikely now, but maybe it goes sideways to up and then sells off. I don't know. Sharp reversal though. Whoa, what the fuck? Wow, that is insane here. In the Dow. That is unbelievable. Look at the size of that bar. What the fuck? This must be a news bar. It must be that the fucking retard Trump said something. Yeah, this is a news bar for sure. Because FOMC is not until later. Yeah, FOMC is in like 3 hours and 15 minutes. Look at that. Well, Nasdaq made a new low, so now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 reversals in the opening hour and a half of trading. How sick is that? something happened during that bar, I'm not sure. Maybe some news. Maybe some stupid blunder of a statement from Trump or something, I don't know. What the hell just happened? Because this is a huge 2-minute bar here. It's like 170 points in one bar. Does it now reverse back up and make a new high again? Looks like it. Looks like it could do. It's now gone below the low of yesterday. Crazy. So if you got long anywhere here, you just got stopped out. Everyone's being stopped out. These bears got stopped out. The bulls who bought there got stopped out. The bears who sold below the low of the day got stopped out. Anyone who bought this rally got stopped out. What a sick day. I'm not sure what's happening right now. I'm kind of scared of that big bar. Kind of too scared to take a trade now. But eventually this market will break out and will sustain some kind of trend. What I have seen sometimes during FOMC or something, they take it down a lot and then they push it back up just before FOMC. They take it in one direction so that they can swing it in the opposite direction later. I've seen that. I'm sure there are expert traders out there who would not have been afraid to sell this expanding triangle up here, make money and take profit down there. And maybe they're buying down there now, just betting on the fact that it's an expanding triangle. And it will continue to do that until it finally breaks out somewhere. This is just sickening. Look at this now. It's going back up. The fuck? I'm not taking any more trades today. I've seen enough. Wish I could have held for a bit longer the trade that I did take. Yeah. I think if it starts trading above this bar here, above that high there, it could actually break out and go higher. I'm gonna play a game of chess. the guy from Egypt. Hakim. Now he can't put his dark squared bishop here. On g5. But as soon as I played knight e7, he's going to put his bishop there. Right there. Okay. Bishop g5. Nope. That's a really bad move, I think. There's the bishop. Oh, I think that was a blunder from me. I thought if he takes the knight here, I thought I had rook takes rook. But I don't, because he's got a bishop there, guarding the rooks. Yeah, I blundered. Mm. Just trying to checkmate me. I've got a plan. I think he wants to play rook b1. There you go. Got a plan for that. And I'm going to save my pawn here. Oh my god, what? How did I just blunder a queen when I could have taken his queen? That's just sad. What a sad way to lose a game. He blunders his queen as well. I mean, he blunders too. What a terrible game this was. terrible game. Amateurs, mate. Amateurs. I'm only 1300 rating. I can't believe the guy didn't take my queen when I should have taken his queen. This is whatever. Could be another long here. Another long setup. I'm just too scared to take any more trades. I'm just gonna end the video and be done for today.